One of the things we don't do enough of is stop, pause, reflect, go back and hey, what the bleep do I really want anyway? Gee, let me spend some time on that, and then use that energy to design our juicy, amazing, crazy, wealthy life. You are here to design your wealthy life so that you make sure that the time, effort, the resources you're creating is ensuring that you are building the life that you want to live, the one that is authentic and true to you, not what everybody else in society says, we should be having and what is wealthy. So this is about creating a designed wealthy life instead of just living a drifted one. A designed life and a truly wealthy life and a truly free life is one that is created consciously. It's about consciously choosing and creating the life that we want to live through getting clear about what is yours and what isn't, using frameworks, systems, questions to interrogate our beliefs, our values, what we've got to go, hey, is this really mine? Also bringing into play then, once we're clear on, this is what my free, wealthy, freaky, amazing life looks like, we can then bring in goal setting, high performance techniques to actually keep that focus and bring all of our extraordinary resources and the resources of the universe almost in support of creating and living that life. Devastatingly, most people live a drifted life. Life happens to them. Time passes by. They're so busy getting through the to-do list that they forget to live. They're so busy being stressed and strung out and worrying what other people think and whether they're doing the right thing and should they or shouldn't they do that their energy and life force is spent and nothing is left to actually squeeze the juice from life. So many people are waiting for the time to be right to get on and live their life. They're waiting for a different time when it will be right for them to get out the relationship they're in and be in the relationship they want to be, to start sorting out their money stuff, to write that book. The only time we have ever is now, and that is where we have to live it. So living a drifted life, waiting for when then, is when one day people wake up and go, where did it go? What do I do? What happened to this life? And it reminds me of that 1980s song by Talking Heads, Once in a Lifetime. And there's some lines that go somewhere along this line, you may find yourself in a beautiful house. You may find yourself with this beautiful wife. You may ask yourself, how did I get here? Whose is this beautiful house? Whose life is this anyway? And that to me is a life of devastating regret. And that is exactly what we are going to ensure doesn't happen. So a designed life is about a life of ownership, of empowerment, of joy, of exhilaration, of creativity and creation. Because when we truly understand that we are literally the creators of our reality, we create the life we live, then all magnificence swells from that. And that's what you're doing here. You're being the creator of your life. So how do you design a life? Well, like being great with money, designing and living life on our terms, being really developing this muscle of identifying what is freedom, where am I not yet free, and having that laser focus, the courage, the skill set to free ourselves in all of these areas of lives to live our truest, most authentic selves is a skill set most of us are never taught. It's a complex mix of skills, but without even knowing that we can design a life and that we can live life on our terms and that we can actually constantly free ourselves more and more and more from all the tyrannies of areas where we're shackled in life, then we can't even start. So it all starts with believing like, hey, maybe, just maybe, I can live life on my terms. Just maybe I can free myself from all of these shoulds and oughts that have been imposed on me by parents and society and teachers and school systems and social constructs and social norms and cultures and religions, by advertisers. When we are living our life at the mercy of the latest whim and everybody else's trapped impression of what we should be to be a good human being, or whatever our definition is, we end up in a depleted life, a life with poverty of spirit and a deadened life force, a life sacrificed at the altar of the shoulds and the oughts. I ought to do that. I should do this. I must do this. Most people live their life outside in, seeking how to please and appease and perform in order to be enough, in order to be loved, in order to be worthy of breath, to keep safe, reacting, responding, this hypervigilance in these triggers with their tentacles in everybody else's lanes, feeling, responding. A designed life is a life lived from the inside out. It has to start going, who am I? Do I even know who I am? Do I know how to listen to my heart and my being and my soul? What is that whisper that is being whispered? It is about slowing down and knowing I'm already enough. I'm already worthy. There's nothing I need to do and create and be and experience or wear or drive or live in order to be enough. So now, from that extraordinary, beautiful place of being full and enough, what is it? What is it that I want to experience? What is it that I want to create as an expression of this life force that is just dying to burst through me? At the core of life, we are all deeply tapped into life force, the universe, love, whatever you want to call it, like this deep core thread that runs through all of us. And our job is to feel that. And let life express itself through us, through the things that bring our greatest joy. That is our purpose. And this is how we design our juicy life. We get clear on what that is to the best of our ability, and knowing that it's, always going to be filtered through our insecurities and the stuff that it means being human. But we do these processes regularly so we can clear away and hear ourselves and hear life clearer and clearer, and then build the muscles of courage to implement that and make that so in our life.